Welcome, it's New Name Trading. In this video, I'm going to explain what changed that made me consistent, how I reached highs before and lost everything, and even talk about before that why I was running in circles getting nowhere. Then we will get into a back test going over my strategy and NT. Before diving into the video, if you want a free course on my strategy and NT, go to the first link in the description. So these three circles represent the 3 times where I hit major turning points in my trading journey. The first one is I wasted years of getting nowhere. This is a lot of you that are watching this right now. You're gambling, you have no idea what you're doing. You don't even have a strategy that you can strictly follow. You never follow your rules. You think it's psychology. You're doing this all by yourself and you're making zero progress. How do you overcome this? It's one word: mentorship. Find a mentor, even if it's not me. Find one mentor that you can stick with and follow their strategy. I recommend somebody who has a mechanical strategy. I clearly have one. We're going to go over it in this video. Find somebody that you can stick with and that can work one-on-one with you. Moving to the next stage, I was doing really well in this period right here. I had multiple funded accounts. I was blowing it out the water. I was doing so well. The best I've ever done in my life. But my personal life was not doing so well. I had no faith. I was around the wrong people. I was a greedy person. Self-righteous, thinking that I always knew better. No matter how much money you make, living that lifestyle, having terrible relationships around you and with yourself is always going to come to an end. So what was my big turning point that brought me to here today where I'm at now? It was simply loving myself over loving others and cutting those out that were toxic in my life. I picked up a Bible, started reading a lot more, cut out all abusive dopamine activities like video games as a good example, doom scrolling, and many other activities. In a sense, I basically grew up and became more disciplined. Now I have healthy relationships, I'm strong in my faith, and I'm constantly doing better because I love myself and love others every day. So where am I at today? I have 3 funded accounts by Apex. So as you can see here, I'm funded 100K, but realistically, that just means I can't lose more than around $6,000. So I have $6,000 to trade with. In about a month and a half, I have accumulated around 5K. And you can see the total balance here. It's 2 25K accounts and then 150K account. So if you do the math, it's around $5,000. The biggest thing that has made me consistent is sticking to one mechanical strategy and only doing 1 trade a day. Here is a bearish play and a bullish play. Let's dive into it right now. So a bearish play is this one right here. We're getting these swing highs and we're looking for a sweep to happen. So sweep happens right here and that new swing high. We want the same thing to happen to the downside. So the swing low gets swept. So that swing low and that swing high, we create a zone. A zone gets created. Then we want price to come out, the candles to come out, tap the zone, and then take off and cross the furthest low. And that's all we do. The same thing with the bullish play, taking a sweep, that swing low, and then coming back up, taking that swing high and creating a zone. Price comes out, comes back, taps the zone, takes the furthest swing above, and takes off. And I just do it again and again and again and again. Let's go into a back test and find a real play where I can show you how I actually do this. So in my mentorship, I teach you how to master direction, and just using the same pattern to master direction. There's nothing new that I teach you, just some more in depth on the strategy. So I specifically trade the 5-second time frame and I use the 15-minute for direction. So as you can see here, the same pattern we just went over, that swing low, that swing high. So I created a zone on the 15-minute chart. As you can see here, we're respecting the zone. So let's let the backtest play out and see what happens. We can be pretty bearish or bullish on this play, but currently I am bullish until we come and fill 50% on the zone, which we will reject and come down, and I'll look for a bearish play in this area. So right now I'm going to be patient, see if I find anything, and if I do find a play, I'll go over the play and tell you what I saw exactly. I see one right here. I'm going to make it yellow so you can see it even better, and let's just skip through some time here and see what happens. Okay, so this yellow zone I'm interested in. We haven't fully rejected this green zone just yet. There's still some strength. We're still trying to come up. So if we touch this yellow zone, I'm going to enter. We're more likely going to get a reaction out of it too. Yep, We're getting a reaction. So then we're going to enter when we touch 50% of this zone. Let's see here. Okay, so you would have entered right there. So the candles did go a little too fast for me, but as you can see, we would have entered at 50%, then our take profit would have been right here. So let's dissect this play even more and why we took it and everything that's going on. The 1 minute on the top left, the 15 minute, we were rejecting this green zone. We are still coming up. There's still some strength. We haven't filled 50% of this 15-minute zone just yet. And what is 15%? We'll go over it right now. Okay, let's make this zone more precise. We're looking for this play. Let's make this bigger here. So we're looking for this to happen exactly. Price comes down, comes up. So we're looking for this pattern, okay? You can see it right here. Check it out. Price is coming up, coming down, coming up, coming down. And then look, it comes out, taps it, and goes up. A sweep is sweeping all this accumulation right here. So the sweep happens. We're going to put our zone, just like we have it right here. Then price comes out. Price is coming out, taking that swing high. Price is coming out. It broke the swing high, and even broke the swing high too. Even better. Then we will plan to enter at 50% and put our take profit above and our stop loss 1 tick below. So price would come down, fill 50%, and our take profit. As you can see, the real life example, price came up. I was still bullish. If I was bearish, I would not have taken this play, but I was still bullish. You see price came down, reacted to the zone, giving me confirmation that the zone is pretty valid. Came, hit 50%, and immediately shot out. I trade in my mentorship. I trade live in my mentorship Monday through Friday, doing this again and again and again. I have a million videos. Trading the setup, and I only take A+ setups. This isn't an A+ setup. If you are a mentee watching this, you should know that. But just for the video, you can see how easy this concept is and how easy it is to master it. No indicators, no nothing. All we're doing is just drawings on the chart. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. My biggest piece of advice is that people are so predictable, which makes the candles predictable, because the candles is just people buying and selling. And that wraps up the video. Please give me a like, comment anything that I would love to answer, and maybe even subscribe. Check out the first link in the description, and even get into the Discord. I would love to help you out and give you guidance regardless. Once again, thank you for watching.